You're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids.
Sleep baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network presents Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan, it's the Cadillac Cars, hosting the Big Rapids Timbers. And now your host, Wally McCarthy. Good evening, friends. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting once again from beautiful Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. It looks to be a fun matchup this evening as the Cars and the Timbers face off in their final game of the season. Cadillac has won 9 of the 13 games these clubs have played against each other, and tonight they'll attempt to make it an even 10. It is a perfect night for a ball game. There's a touch of autumn in the air. 68 degrees at game time with a gentle breeze blowing out to left field. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Big Rapids Timbers. Leading off and playing center field, Dutch Moon. Third baseman Blink Redderson will bat second. First baseman Keith Castor will bat third. Catcher Henny Oldman is in the cleanup spot this evening. Big Rapids manager Earl Gulcher has been experimenting with moving Oldman around in the order of late. Batting fifth and playing left field, Brank Filbert. Shortstop Rio Nunez will bat sixth. Batting seventh, right fielder Randy Chang. Batting eighth, second baseman Jesus Ferguson. And batting ninth, starting pitcher Javier Von Neumann. He enters tonight's game with a record of 4-13 and an ERA of 5.16. The starting pitcher for the Cadillac Cars is right-hander Blinky Malone. He enters tonight's contest with a record of 10-4 with a 3.87 ERA. His battery partner is catcher Giovanni Gasparo. And defensively for the Cars this evening, Philip Nakamura is at first. Flipper Cortez will play second base. Shiny Patterson is at third. Pinky Slauson is at short. Gilligan Parker is in left field this evening. Fritz Ortega is in center field. And Gabriel Palomar rounds things out in right field. And the Cadillac Cars are managed by veteran skipper Buddy Powell. And our hats go off to him for another winning season here in Cadillac. And a reminder that the first inning is brought to you by Ed Horn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you visit Ed Horn's House of Sleep. Ed and Beatrice Horn, old friends of the broadcast and a great sponsor, and we thank them very much for another great season. All right, Crew Chief Biff Spreaker has signaled that it's time to play ball. So we are underway here at Foghorn Field. And Dutch Moon will lead off against Blinky Malone. And the pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. Ball one. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss on an outside curve. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball called strike two. The 1-2 pitch. And that fastball misses high, 2-2. And the 2-2. Slider in the dirt. Full count. And the payoff pitch. And that misses high, and Dutch Moon draws a leadoff walk here in the top of the first. Runner on first, nobody out for Blink Redderson. And the pitch. Chopped foul and out of play, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball misses low and outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that's driven to deep center. Ortega has room. And he makes the catch for out number one. first, one away for Keith Castor. And the pitch. Curveball misses low, 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. And that curveball runs inside. And that one hits Castor on the foot, and he'll trot down to first. Runners on first and second now, one away for Henny Oldman. And the pitch. Chopped foul, 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball called a strike, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. And Oldman takes a wild rip at a high fastball, and he's down on strikes. 2 outs, runners on first and second for Brank Filbert. And the pitch. Chopped foul down the first base line, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Changeup misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Changeup in there for a called strike 2. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on that high fastball to end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first here at Foghorn Field. And we'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Giovanni Gasparo here. One day after a big game, I was bushed, and I went down to Ed Orn's house of sleep to try out a new mattress. Anyway, I fell asleep. The next day, I woke up, and Ed Orn's wife, Beatrice, was there, and she said, "Giovanni, did you sleep here all night?" And she gave me a muffin. I tell you, I had the best night's sleep I ever had. I felt like I slept on a sheet that had taken a bath in lavender. So why don't you go down to Ed Horn's house of sleep and get yourself a mattress too? Ed Horn's house of sleep. Ed Horn.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. No score as we begin the bottom of the first. And Cadillac leadoff man Gabriel Palomar will step in against Javier von Neumann. And the pitch. Fastball called strike one on the outside corner. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's in the dirt for ball 2. And the 2-1. High and outside, and von Neumann falls behind 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. And that one misses outside. And that's a leadoff walk for Gabriel Palomar. Runner on first. Nobody out for Pinky Slauson. And the pitch. Curveball misses downstairs. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Another low curveball. 2-0. And the 2-0. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. And that fastball runs inside, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Changeup called a strike, full count. Slauson not happy with that call. And the payoff pitch. And that misses outside. Back-to-back walks for Cadillac here in the bottom of the first. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Philip Nakamura. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. And that's fouled back and out of play, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on that low curveball. And Nakamura is down on strikes. One away, runners on first and second for Flipper Cortez in the cleanup spot. And the pitch. Ground ball right side, and that one will get through for a base hit. Palomar will be held at third. Bases loaded, one away for Shiny Patterson. A scoreless game here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch to Patterson. And that one gets away from Oldman. He picks it up on the rebound, and runners will hold. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Fouled back and out of play, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Chopper up the middle. Ferguson has it and steps on second. The toss to first is in time, and that's a 4-3 double play to end the inning. Javier Von Neumann gets out of a bases-loaded jam, and with one in the books, we are scoreless here at Foghorn Field. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com. And welcome back here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. No score as we begin the top of the second. And Rio Nunez will step in against Blinky Malone. And the pitch. And that fastball misses outside. Ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Chopped foul down the third base line. 1-1. And the 1-1. Fastball called a strike. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back and out of play, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Changeup misses low. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. And that fastball is called a strike on the corner, and Nunez is down on strikes. 1 out, bases empty for Randy Chang. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Foul ball into the stands. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fouled back again, still 1-2. And the pitch. Curveball downstairs, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called a strike. And that's the fourth strikeout in a row for Blinky Malone. 2 outs, bases empty here in the top of the second for Jesus Ferguson. And the pitch. Off-speed pitch misses outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. And that's belted to deep right. Palomar is after it. And he will not get there. That one's going to roll all the way into the corner. And Jesus Ferguson will have a stand-up triple. Two outs, runner on third for the pitcher's spot, Javier von Neumann. And the pitch. Curveball called strike one. And the 0-1. Fastball in there for a called strike two. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's called strike three on the corner to end the inning. Still scoreless here at Foghorn Field. And we'll be back with the bottom of the second inning here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB specials 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
And welcome back with us here at beautiful Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting. It's a scoreless game as we begin the bottom of the second. And Gilligan Parker is due up against Javier von Neumann. And the pitch. Fastball low and outside, 1-0. And the pitch. Curveball in there for a called strike one. The 1-1 pitch. Fastball outside, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball left field. Filbert is under it. And he has it for out number one. Base is empty. One away for Giovanni Gasparo. And the pitch. Chopped foul and out of play, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Chopper right side, and that finds its way through the infield. And that's a one-out single for Giovanni Gasparo. Runner on first, one away for Fritz Ortega. And the pitch. Fastball misses low, ball one. The 1-0 pitch. And that's a curveball outside, ball two. And the 2-0. Fouled back and out of play, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Fastball way inside, 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch. And that's in the dirt for ball four. Runners on first and second now. One out for the pitcher spot, Blinky Malone. And the pitch. And he lays down a bunt. Von Neumann charging. And he'll toss to first to retire Malone. But he moves the runners up with a nicely executed bunt. Runners on second and third. 2 outs for the top of the Cadillac order, Gabriel Palomar. Palomar walked in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on that low curve, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss to end the inning. Cadillac strands 2 in the bottom of the second, and it remains a scoreless game here at Foghorn Field. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. It's a scoreless game as we begin the top of the third, and Dutch Moon will step in at the top of the Big Rapids order. He walked in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1 pitch. And that fastball misses upstairs, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. base is empty, one away for Blink Redderson. Redderson flied out in the first. And the pitch. Curveball misses low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Chopped fouled on the third base line, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's flied to right field. Palomar is after it. And he makes a diving catch for out number 2. Nobody aboard. 2 away for Keith Castor. Castor was hit by a pitch in the first inning. And the pitch to Castor. Driven to right. Palomar is there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Blinky Malone. Still scoreless here at Foghorn Field. And we'll be back with the bottom of the third in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed Uncle Hat. My good friends at Ed Horn's House of Sleep asked me to drop by and talk to you a minute about their mattresses and other sleep-related items. Beds, headboards, nightcaps, and essential oils. They just added the essential oils last week. Ed Horn's wife, Beatrice, got over there, and she's really into the essential oils. She makes her own. They have a few little tubs out back. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Ed Horn's House of Sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horn's House of Sleep. Ed Horn.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. No score between Cadillac and Big Rapids as we begin the bottom of the third. And Pinky Slauson is due up against Javier von Neumann. Slauson walked in the first inning. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Chopped foul and out of play. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off again, and Slauson stays alive. And the pitch. Changeup misses outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And that fastball misses low. 2-2. And the 2-2. Curveball inside. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Grounder to short. Nunez has it and tosses to first in time to retire Slauson. Bases empty, one away for Philip Nakamura. Nakamura a strikeout victim in the first inning. And the pitch. Curveball inside, 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball high and outside, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Chopped foul and out of play. 2-2. And the 2-2. Ground ball to short right field. Nunez has it and flips to first in time to retire Nakamura. Two outs now, bases empty for Flipper Cortez. Cortez had a base hit in the first. And the pitch. Hammered foul down the first base line. 0-1. and the 0-1. Curveball outside, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt, 2-1. And the 2-1. Grounder to second. Underhand flip to first to retire Cortez. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Javier Von Neumann. Still scoreless with 3 in the books here at Foghorn Field. And we'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back with us here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy reporting alongside producer Phil. Top of the 4th here at Foghorn Field, no score, and Henny Oldman will step in against Blinky Malone. Oldman struck out in the first inning. And the pitch to Oldman. Hard grounder to third. Patterson's got it and tosses across to first in time to retire Oldman. One away, bases empty for Brank Filbert. Filbert a strikeout victim to end the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball low and outside for ball 1. And the 1-0. Heater in there for a called strike. And the 1-1. changeup swung on and missed, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball runs inside, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. And that's a fastball inside, full count. And the payoff pitch. High and inside, and Malone walks Filbert. 1 out and 1 aboard for Rio Nunez here in the top of the 4th. Nunez struck out looking in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Hard grounder to short. Slauson to Cortez to Nakamura. And that's an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play. Still scoreless after 3.5 here at Foghorn Field. And we'll be back with more baseball in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Giovanni Gasparo. When I was a kid, we did all kinds of crazy things, like to stand on our heads and eat a cracker. Later, some of my friends turned to their drugs, and all kinds of things happened to them. This has been Giovanni Gasparo with the PSA for WSLP.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field. Still no score as we begin the bottom of the 4th. Shiny Patterson is due up against Javier Von Neumann. Patterson grounded into a double play in the 1st. And the pitch. And that's a long fly ball to deep center. And that's going to be over the head of Dutch Moon. And it will carry him off the wall in center. Moon racing after it. Patterson's got his eyes on 3rd. And he will be there standing up. And that's a leadoff triple for Shiny Patterson here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody out. Runner on 3rd for Gilligan Parker. And the pitch. Hard hit ball on the left side. A run will score. Nunez has it and fires to first to retire Parker. And Patterson scores from third. And Cadillac breaks the ice here in the bottom of the fourth, and they now lead 1-0. Base is empty, 1 out for Giovanni Gasparo. Gasparo had a base hit in the second. And the pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. Strike one. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. 0-2. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3. Two outs, bases empty for Fritz Ortega. Ortega walked in the second inning. And the pitch. And Ortega lays down a bunt. Von Neumann fields it and tosses to first in time to retire Ortega to end the inning. But the Cadillac Cars get a run across, and with 4 in the books, it's Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with the 5th inning here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Timbuk 3 AV, specializing in Betamax multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. Timbuk 3 AV.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. The Cadillac Cars are on top 1-0 against the Big Rapids Timbers as we begin the top of the 5th. And Randy Chang will step in against Blinky Malone. Chang struck out looking in the second inning. And the pitch. Curveball high and outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. Slider misses low, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike on the outside corner. The 2-1 pitch. Another fastball called a strike, 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball outside, full count. And the payoff pitch. And Chang hammers that one to deep center. Fritz Ortega going back. And he makes the catch on the warning track for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Jesus Ferguson. Ferguson belted a triple in the second inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on that inside fastball. 0-1. And the 0-1. Chopper foul. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses just outside. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Chopper to first. Nakamura has it and steps on the bag for out number 2. Base is empty for the pitcher's spot. Javier Von Neumann. He struck out looking in the second inning. And the pitch. And that's fouled back. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curveball. 0-2. And the 0-2. And Von Neumann lays off a fastball that just misses low. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. popped up right side. Nakamura is under it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Blinky Malone. After 3.5, it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hi, this is Blink Rutterson for Ted's Fishing World. Are you looking for a date night idea for you and the missus, or a special person in your life? Try Ted's Luring Night Out. Learn to make your own lures that you can use when you go fishing with your catch. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. Cadillac on top 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the 5th. And Blinky Malone in the pitcher's spot will step in against Javier von Neumann. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. Chopped foul down the first base line, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's flared into right. Chang is there, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Bases empty, 1 away for the top of the Cadillac order, Gabriel Palomar. Palomar has walked and struck out swinging this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. Ball 1. And the 1-0. And that fastball runs inside, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Another fastball inside, and Von Neumann falls behind, 3-0. And the 3-0. And that one's in the dirt for ball 4. And that's a one-out walk for Gabriel Palomar. That's Von Neumann's 4th walk issued this evening. Runner on first, 1 away. Cadillac on top, 1-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. And Pinky Slauson will step in. Slauson has a walk and a groundout this evening. And the pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt that will skip past Henny Oldman. Palomar will advance safely to second on that wild pitch. And here's the 1-0. Changeup misses outside, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball inside, and Von Neumann falls behind, 3-0. And the 3-0. And that misses low for ball 4. And that's another 4-pitch walk for Von Neumann in the inning. And it looks like we're going to have a meeting on the mound as Big Rapids pitching coach Wilbert Robinson trots out to the mound to see about Javier Von Neumann. Okay, 2 on, 1 out for Philip Nakamura here in the bottom of the 5th. Cadillac leading 1-0. And the pitch. Curveball low, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And that's hit in the air to left field. Filbert is there, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Runners on first and second, 2 outs for Fritz Ortega. Ortega had a base hit in the first, grounded out in the third. And the pitch. Broken bat grounder to first. Castor has it and flips to Von Neumann to retire Ortega to end the inning. Cadillac strands 2, and with 5 in the books, it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee Riverwalk next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections. Your confection connection.
And welcome back. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. Cadillac on top, 1-0 here in the top of the 6th. And Dutch Moon is due up at the top of the Big Rapids order. Moon walked in the 1st, struck out looking in the 3rd. And the pitch from Malone. Fastball misses outside. Ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on that low curve. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball called a strike for out number 1. And that's the 7th strikeout of the evening for Blinky Malone. Bases empty, 1 away for Blink Retterson. Retterson has flied out twice this evening. And now play will stop for a moment. It appears there are a couple of puppies in center field, wandering along the warning track. And producer Phil points out that those are in fact skunks and not puppies. And now Fritz Ortega is on the run. and the entire field will clear as the Skunks approach the infield. Let's take a short break while the grounds crew gets this situation under control. We'll be back in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
You're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back. The Skunks have been gingerly removed from the field of play. One away here, and bases empty for Blink Rederson. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on that high fastball. Strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Changeup misses low. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Patterson gloves it and fires to first in time to retire Rederson. Two outs now, nobody aboard for Keith Castor. And the pitch. And that's in the air to left center. Ortega drifting back. And he makes the catch on the warning track to end the inning. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Blinky Malone. After 5.5 here at Foghorn Field, it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. and we'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed, Uncle Hat. I just wanted to let you know that I'm not just the ad man here on WSLP. I'm also the narrator on a podcast called Time to Lean, and here's a song. John and Phil talk a bit, have a beverage, and then write an original song about something they talked about. It's quite a bit different than the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network, but you might get a kick out of it. Why don't you give it a listen? Thank you kindly for your consideration.
And welcome back with us. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. Cadillac leading 1-0 as we begin the bottom of the 6th. And Shiny Patterson will step in against Javier Von Neumann. Patterson tripled in the 3rd and scored the game's only run. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses low. 1-1. And the 1-1. Chopper foul. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Curveball misses outside. 2-2. And the 2-2. Changeup misses low. Full count. And the payoff pitch. And that fastball misses low. And that's a leadoff walk for Shiny Patterson. Runner on first. Nobody out for Gilligan Parker. Parker is hitless so far this evening. And the pitch. slider runs outside. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And that curveball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Popped up right side. Caster drifting over. And he makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1. Runner on first, 1 away for Giovanni Gasparo. Giovanni had a base hit in the second inning. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. Ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And that fastball runs inside. 2-0. And the 2-0. Line drive, center field. Moon is after it, but that will drop in for a base hit. Patterson heading for third. Gasparo digging for second. And he will beat the throw. And that's a 1-out double for Giovanni Gasparo. Runners on second and third now. 1 away for Fritz Ortega. Ortega walked in the second, grounded out in the fourth. And Timbers manager Earl Gulcher will jog out to the mound for a quick meeting. No one warming up yet in the Timbers bullpen. All right, second and third, 1 out. Infield playing in. And the pitch to Ortega. Changeup inside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. And the 1-1. Chopped foul. 1-2. And the 1-2. Chopper back to the mound. Von Neumann flips to Ullman, and Patterson will be tagged out trying to score. Ortega safe at first. Runners on the corners, 2 outs for the pitcher's spot. And Blinky Malone will bat for himself. And the pitch. Fastball called strike one. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on that low curve. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Fastball runs outside. 1-2. And the pitch. Fastball misses just outside. 2-2. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss to end the inning. Von Neumann gets out of a jam here in the bottom of the sixth, and it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB specials 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field. Cadillac on top of Big Rapids 1-0 as we begin the top of the seventh. And Henny Oldman will step in against Blinky Malone. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike one. And the 0-1. Fastball misses inside. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Slauson picks it up and fires to first in time to retire Oldman. One away, bases empty for Brank Filbert, who struck out in the first and walked in the fourth. And the pitch. Curveball called, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed, strike two. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fouled back and out of play, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Curveball low and outside. 2-2. And the 2-2. Curveball runs inside. Full count. And the payoff pitch. And that's a slider in the dirt, and that's a one-out walk for Brank Filbert. Runner on first, one away for Rio Nunez, who is hitless so far this evening. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on that low fastball. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball in the dirt. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses low. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. And the runner goes. Swing and a miss, and Gasparo's throw to second is in time. And Filbert is caught stealing second. Two outs now. The count 2-2 to Nunez. Bases empty. And the pitch. Fouled back, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Grounder back to the mound. Underhand flip to Nakamura in time to retire Nunez to end the inning. Into the stretch, Cadillac holding on to a 1-0 lead against Big Rapids. And we'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. Cadillac leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 7th. And Gabriel Palomar will step in at the top of the Cadillac order. Palomar has walked twice and struck out so far this evening. And the pitch from Von Neumann. Fouled back, strike one. And the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, knuckling foul. And that's out of play, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Another one fouled back, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Lazy fly ball to left center field. Dutch Moon is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Base is empty. One away for Pinky Slauson. And the pitch. Fastball fouled back, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball called a strike on the outside corner, 0-2. And the 0-2. And that slider misses low, 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball high and outside, 2-2. And the 2-2. Chopped foul down the first base line, and we'll do it again. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater for out number 2. Bases empty. 2 outs for Philip Nakamura, who is 0 for 3 so far this evening. And the pitch. And he looks at a strike on the outside corner, strike 1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a low curve, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses just outside, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled back and out of play, and we'll do it again. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a low fastball to end the inning. With 7 in the books, Cadillac remains on top 1-0. And we'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Ed, Uncle Hat, for Ed Horton's House to Sleep. Ed called me up the other day to help get the word out for his going out for business sale.
Seems Ed fell asleep at the wheel there, and the pole barn is stacked to the rafters with mattresses, headboards, lamps, these new gummies they got there behind the counter. They're supposed to help you sleep. I tried one the other day, and I slept like a baby. I woke up every 3 hours. That's an old joke. Actually, I slept for a day and a half, but that's neither here nor there. They don't have essential oils at the moment because of the mishap, but Beatrice is fine. Anyway, come on down to Ed Horn's house to sleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horn's house to sleep. Ed Horn.
And welcome back with us, Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. Top of the 8th here at Foghorn Field. Cadillac on top of Big Rapids 1-0. And Randy Chang steps in against Blinky Malone. Chang struck out in the 2nd, flied out in the 5th. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. And that fastball is called a strike on the corner, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Curveball misses low, 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball misses low, 2-2. And the 2-2. Slider misses way outside, full count. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on that slider for out number 1. Bases empty. 1 out for Jesus Ferguson. Ferguson had a triple in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on another fastball, 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. And he chases an outside slider for strike number 3. 2 outs, bases empty for pinch hitter Royce Babcock. And the pitch from Malone. Fastball misses high and outside. Ball 1. And the 1-0. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Changeup misses low. 2-1. And the 2-1. Curveball in the dirt, and Malone falls behind. 3-1. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. And that's a 2-out walk for pinch hitter Royce Babcock. Runner on first. 2 outs for the top of the Big Rapids order, Dutch Moon. And the pitch. And that's ripped into left field. And that's a 2-out single for Dutch Moon. Runners on first and second. 2 outs for Blink Rederson. Top of the 8th. Cadillac on top, 1-0. And the pitch to Rederson. Slider misses low and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball upstairs. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Changeup misses low, and Malone falls behind. 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. And that fastball misses high. And Big Rapids loads the bases here in the top of the 8th with 2 outs. Tying run on third base, and Keith Castor will step in. And the pitch. Fastball high and outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball cut on and missed, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on that low fastball. 1-2. And the pitch. Fastball high and inside. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on that high fastball. And Blinky Malone gets out of a bases-loaded jam here in the top of the 8th inning. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Timbuk 3, AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. Timbuk 3, AV.
Welcome back with us, Wally McCarthy and producer Phil here. Bottom of the 8th at Foghorn Field, Cadillac leading Big Rapids 1-0. And Flipper Cortez will step in against Big Rapids Timbers reliever Stanley Guerra. Cortez is 1 for 3 with a single in the first. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fastball high and inside. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2. fly ball center field. Dutch Moon drifting back. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Bases empty, 1 away for Shiny Patterson. Patterson scored the game's only run in the 4th inning. And the pitch. Changeup misses low, 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball high and inside, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Hard hit ground ball under the glove of Redderson. And that's a 1-out single for Shiny Patterson here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner on first, 1 away for Gilligan Parker. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul and out of play, 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball cut on and missed for strike 3. Runner on first, 2 outs for Giovanni Gasparo. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. Fouled back and out of play, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fly to right center. And that will drop in for a base hit. Patterson will end up at third. Runners on the corners. 2 outs for Fritz Ortega. And the pitch. Popped up, shallow left. And Nunez has it for out number 3. With 8 in the books, it remains Cadillac 1, Big Rapids nothing. We'll be back with the 9th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. This is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP. I would like to cordially invite you to WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax. Look for the large circus tent and the clowns making balloon sculptures. Balloons provided by Mr. King's Party Goods. There will be hot dogs and chips and snow cones and cotton candy, blue and pink flavors. Please join me, Winston T. Winston, Waller McCarthy, and Blink Rederson, and other special guests to be announced at WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax this weekend. Thank you.
And welcome back with us here at Foghorn Field in Cadillac, Michigan. Top of the 9th, Cadillac leading 1-0. And Henny Oldman will step in to face Cadillac closer Burgess Hepburn. Oldman is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Curveball down low. Ball 1. And the 1-0. And that's a slider in the dirt. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Driven to left field. Parker is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Bases empty. 1 away for Brank Filbert. Filbert has struck out and walked twice this evening. And the pitch. slider cut on and missed. Strike one. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. And the 1-1. Fastball runs outside. 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Fastball called a strike on the inside corner. 2-2. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt for out number 2. Bases empty, 2 outs, and Rio Nunez will step in as the last chance for the Big Rapids Timbers here in the top of the 9th. Cadillac leading 1-0. And the pitch. Curveball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner. 1-2. Big Rapids down to their final strike. And the pitch. Grounder to third. Patterson fires across to Nakamura in time to retire Nunez to end the game. Burgess Hepburn notches another save with that 1-2-3 ninth inning. And Cadillac takes this one 1-0 with 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. For the visiting Big Rapids Timbers, no runs on 2 hits, no errors. Producer Phil and I will be back with the post-game show in a moment, here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.